Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to advise this Honorable House that we have just entered hurricane season, which runs from June 1st until November 30th. Mr. Speaker, based on records of the last 30 years, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Climate Prediction Center issues an annual hurricane activity prediction. They have predicted that this year will be above average. Mr. Speaker, the forecast for this year is 14 to 21 named storms, 6 to 10 hurricanes, and 3 to 6 major hurricanes, which is a Category 3 and above. Mr. Speaker, the 2021 season saw no hurricanes directly hit Bermuda, but 2 hurricanes came close. Hurricane Larry missed Bermuda by 140 miles to our east as a Category 1 hurricane. Hurricane Sam missed Bermuda by 200 miles also to our east as a major Category 4 hurricane. Mr. Speaker, with this said, the early predictions for 2022 are that the season will be even more active, with storms being more frequent and stronger. We have already seen the first hurricane of the year, Hurricane Agatha, hit Mexico on the Pacific coast and crossed over into the Gulf of Mexico, where it is gaining strength. Mr. Speaker, each year, the government begins its preparations for hurricane season in advance of the start of the season. In preparation for the 2022 season, the Emergency Broadcast Facility, 100.1 FM, has been checked and is in a good state of readiness. It's located on the new government tower at Prospect and is broadcasted every day at reduced power. Power will be increased if needed. The public is encouraged to familiarize themselves with the station by tuning in from time to time. Mr. Speaker, June is Hurricane Preparedness Month, where all residents are urged to prepare themselves for the hurricane season. During this month, the Disaster Risk Reduction and Mitigation Team, which is short for DERM, will coordinate a number of activities to familiarize staff and train new staff with the Emergency Measures Organization Operations Center located at the Hamilton Fire Station. The month will also be used to test the equipment and conduct staff training for the Emergency Broadcast Facility. The EBF will test its connections with the Bermuda Weather Service and the government Facebook Live link. Mr. Speaker, residents are urged to take time out and think about their preparedness as a family in line with the 5 themes of hurricane preparedness, which are Monday, personal safety; Tuesday, family safety; Wednesday, financial security; Thursday, strengthen your home; Friday, community and neighbors. Mr. Speaker, next week, the Emergency Measures Organization Executive will meet to assess the government's hurricane readiness, and I urge all residents to also assess their readiness. Mr. Speaker, we all understand that it only takes one hurricane to make 2022 an active season for Bermuda, and I urge all residents to be prepared. Now is the time to inspect, prepare, and repair your house for hurricane season. Now is the time to look at your family plans and update them with any changes to phone numbers and other important information. Now is the time to take stock of all medical prescriptions that your family and pets require and ensure you have at least 2 weeks' supply on hand. Now is the time to check your hurricane kit to make sure you have working flashlights, a portable radio with spare batteries, and a stock of non-perishable food to last your family for 7 days. Now is the time to ensure your house insurance policy is up to date. Now is the time to visit your vulnerable neighbors and ask them if they need any help with their preparations, keeping COVID-19 safety precautions in mind. Mr. Speaker, several years ago, the Department of Communications released their smartphone application called Freefall. This app will alert all users to news and alerts posted by the Bermuda government and includes any alerts posted by the Emergency Measures Organization that the public needs to be urgently aware of. I urge all of this honorable House and all of Bermuda's residents to download and install this app, which is free, to ensure that you receive all emergency alerts. Mr. Speaker, each year during hurricane season, Bermuda has an opportunity to demonstrate its strength and resilience. I am confident that with proper preparation, this year will be no different, and we will safely weather any storms that may test our shores. The EMO, the GARM team, and the Ministry of National Security will continue its work to ensure that we are well prepared.
Members, I'm going to ask your indulgence. The minister, when he started this statement, had indicated he had sent notification to me, and I'm going to seek your indulgence because the matter that he wants to address now is has some degree of urgency because it will affect us. So based on that, I'm seeking your indulgence to allow him just to add an additional paragraph as a comment to this statement. Minister?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Bermuda Weather Service, in conjunction with the National Hurricane Center, has issued a tropical update bulletin for potential tropical cyclone 1, which is forecast to pass at just over 200 nautical miles from Bermuda on Monday morning with sustained winds of 35 knots. All residents should monitor the Bermuda Weather Service website during hurricane season so they are informed of the latest developments of tropical cyclones in our region. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.